Namaste. Welcome to another episode, and welcome on this chilly morning today. In the last video, we talked about HDL. We talked about how high density lipoprotein or the so-called good cholesterol is really not good. Okay, if we have anything of excess. Today, let's understand about LDL. Okay, which is also known as low density lipoprotein. Now, this is in medical fraternity, in health fraternity, people call it as a bad cholesterol. Okay, so whenever you have a marker, you do your lipid profile test. If your cholesterol is high, your LDL is high, your HDL is low, people just simply say your bad cholesterol is high, reduce it, good cholesterol is low, increase it, go on statins, take medication, bring it down, and you'll be fine. But let's understand, if something is made in a body, there's a reason why it is produced. Okay, and if it is produced for a reason, how can that be bad for us, or how can that be only good for us? So, like in the last video, we cleared the concept that too much of HDL is also not good, and it can lead to plaque formation, which ultimately leads to blockages in our arteries. Similarly, learn understand what is LDL and how it functions and why it can be high and what can we do to fix LDL. Okay, see, LDL is low density lipoprotein. Okay, it is not a bad cholesterol, what we call it. Okay, it is a primary carrier of triglycerides, essential fatty acids, and cholesterol from liver to the tissues. So how it functions is liver produces cholesterol. Okay, now LDL carries this to the tissues, to the body parts where there is a requirement. So when do you have a requirement? In case of an inflammation, in case of a injury, in case there is stress, in case there is physical exertion, and that body needs cholesterol. Okay, now we know that our hormones are something which contribute to each and every action that we do. So if you look at our HPTAG axis, which is hypothalamus, pituitary, thyroid, adrenal, and glandular glands, these are the one where majority of our hormones are produced. Now, for every steroid hormone or a growth hormone, the base is cholesterol. It's like you eat any Indian curry, the base is usually tomato and onion gravy. Okay, based on that gravy, you build up your vegetable or delicacies. Similarly, for a body, the base is cholesterol for any hormone. Based on that, it becomes whether it becomes a thyroid hormone or it becomes a pituitary hormone or it becomes an adrenal hormone. Now, if your base is not right, if your cholesterol is not apt, I'm sure you'll guess it that none of your hormones will work in synchronicity. Okay, so it is very important to have a balance of your hormones through a balance in your cholesterol. Cholesterol is produced in liver. Okay, uh, what is the function of LDL? Why it is needed? It is needed to repair your cell membrane. Okay, so every day, due to our metabolic activities, due to our stress, due to physical strain, our cell membranes are ruptured or they are damaged. Now, the LDL carries cholesterol, repairs the cell membrane, and HDL brings back that cholesterol back to the liver, and liver filters it, sends back new. The damaged part or the excretion or leftover is excreted by liver into our intestine through for an excretion process. It is also required to repair our tissues. So tissues have wear and tear. How do we repair that? We repair them through cholesterol, and that is transported through our so-called LDL carrier. It is also needed to generate new tissues. Okay, when a tissue has lived its life, it is gone. So the new tissue is made with cholesterol, which is carried by LDL. So LDL carries a huge importance in the body. Okay, what happens is if your LDL goes down, okay, an ideal level is around 100. If your LDL is above 100, people say it's a bad cholesterol. Take medicine, bring it down. And what we do is we take statins, we bring it down to a level below 70, and that's where the problem starts. And also the case with age. When age, metabolism slows down, our ability to convert things slows down, and we reduce our cholesterol. That's where you see a lot of age-related issues. Okay, uh, so it is a base of steroid hormone which carries out all activities in the body. Now, if we do not have LDL or if we do not have apt LDL in the body, what will happen? Okay, have you ever wondered? Let's say if our liver stops producing LDL because it's a so-called bad cholesterol, what will happen? If there is no LDL, there would be no progesterone. Okay, progesterone balances estrogen in the body. We all know that. So it's like the way HDL and LDL is balanced, similarly progesterone and estrogen are required to balance each other. Okay, and we all know what happens when your estrogen dominance is there or estrogen level goes up, primarily because the progesterone levels have gone down. Why? Because we took some medication to control our LDL and brought it below 100. Okay, so if there is no progesterone, obviously then there will be no fertility. If there is no fertility, then there is no testosterone for males. If there is no testosterone, there is no sexual life. So how would we produce, how would we have a vitality if we do not have ample amount of LDL in our body? But can LDL, excess LDL can wreak havoc to us? Definitely. Okay, because it is transporting too much without it is moving back, so it is getting deposited. And the liver is working over time to produce more cholesterol because it is being transported. So what is very important when you have a high lipid profile marker? Two things. First, fix your excretion, whether it is through kidney, through your skin, through your colon, fix it. Second, fix your liver health. If you fix these two things, you don't need any medication to fix your so-called lipid profile, whether it is HDL or LDL or triglycerides or overall cholesterol or VLDL, whatever you want to look at it. Fix your colon, fix your liver. Only these two things are required. Now, for example, if LDL was bad, okay, then majority of cases where there's a heart attack and there's a death, unfortunately, because of it. If you look at data, it shows that 50% or more people had high or optimal level of excuse me, have optimal level of LDL at the time of stroke. So if LDL being at optimal level is a good thing, then you should not have a heart stroke and subsequently death. So it is not really LDL that is solely responsible. It can be because of high HDL, it can be because of extremely high LDL, but low LDL means low fertility, low energy, low metabolism. Okay. So what happens when LDL is high? Okay. So and in both sexes, men and women, there are different reasons. For men, especially if your LDL is high, look at a simple marker, which is insulin. Your insulin resistance. Okay, your body is making more insulin. When the body makes more insulin, your blood sugar is always elevated. When your blood sugar is elevated, blood sugar is acidic in nature, so it will have a corrosive impact on the cell membranes or the tissues. Hence, liver is producing more LDL to go and fix it. So if you want to fix your LDL, fix your insulin. Okay. It can also be because of chronic stress, because when you are stressed, your body is inflamed, the body rushes more cholesterol to bring down your stress. Now the stress can be physical, can be psychological, can be anything related to your personal life, to your family. So if you balance your primary food, then the secondary food will be able to fix your overall health. Now when it comes to women, so women, if you have to look at LDL, look at a marker why LDL can be high, because LDL is high because the liver is producing something which is not getting utilized. And why liver is producing it is not getting utilized? Because your thyroid is not working properly. So get your thyroid panel check. It might be because of sluggish thyroid. So you're making more T4, but you're not converting T4 into T3. So T4 is like a reserve which is converted into a T3, which is readily available for our functionality. Okay. Therefore, so when T4 to T3 conversion is not happening, then the LDL level goes up in the serum, and when it goes up, it shows as a high LDL. So work on your thyroid. Okay, work on insulin, work on your stress. So if you work on these 3-4 things, okay, you'll be able to control it. Now LDL is it is released in response to inflammation. So if you want to reduce your LDL, you need to have an anti-inflammatory food in your diet. So walnuts will help you. Some amount of flaxseed will help you. A little bit of almonds will help you, but not excess. Okay. Omega-3 fatty acids will help you. Okay. So if you work on those, it will help to manage your cholesterol. Okay. The LDL cholesterol within the range. Okay. LDL is also needed to control H. pylori issues which might arise in your body. So LDL, which is low density lipoprotein, is actually not that bad. It is not that bad cholesterol that we call it. It is very important for our body. It is very important. There's a reason why the liver is producing it. Excess of anything is bad. Don't just work to reduce LDL. Understand why your LDL is high. Take it as a marker, as to understand what is the root cause. So LDL will not go up if there is no elimination process is not right, or there is a constipation, or excretion is not happening. It will not go up if your insulin is not high. Work on those parameters. Balance your lifestyle. Everything is, at the end of the day, is lifestyle. If you balance your lifestyle, I think none of the organs will work out of tandem. They will work in line synchronicity, and you will have a vitality in life. So hope this video makes some sense. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch up soon. Namaste.